Hello everyone, welcome back to the Football Project YouTube channel. And today I would like to talk about Manchester City, and not so much about the football side of Manchester City, but more what's going on behind the scenes. After hearing one of the questions last night that was swept away by Pep Guardiola after he won the FA Cup, I wanted to dive in a little bit and find some of the dodgy things Manchester City has done over the last 10 years to become a footballing powerhouse. Here's the question.
Yeah, there's one big question the club haven't answered, which unfortunately is the environment you are celebrating. But Roberto Mancini was discovered to have had separate payments from Abu Dhabi while he was manager. Have you ever had separate payments from Abu Dhabi while City manager?
Do you know the question as you're asking to me? Do you know the question asking me if I receive money for another situation right now today? Honestly, do you think I deserve to make this kind of question that happened, Roberto? I don't know. The day when the travel about the I've received money for other situations.
Okay, we're running an embargo now, please, for 1 days.
Now, I think Pep Guardiola answered the question pretty good if he is actually guilty of this. He swept it away and pretty smart. Not the best time for the reporter to ask that sort of question, but I think more questions have to be asked about Manchester City. What he was saying to Pep was about the extra payments that Roberto Mancini was getting from Manchester City, separate from his contract, that were coming straight from Abu Dhabi, so that Manchester City could get around the financial fair play regulations. Mancini had agreed a deal with Manchester City of £1.45 million per year, plus bonuses when he joined in 2009. But supposedly, or allegedly actually, he was also getting £1.75 million salary from Al Jazeera. Now, this is not 100% true, but it most likely is true, but we cannot say for certain. So basically what the owners wanted to do is pump as much money as possible into the club without being exposed to the FFP rules. One of the ways they've done that is by faking a lot of sponsorship deals by companies such as Arbar and Etihad Airways. First of all, Arbar, a deal that started in April 2010. It was negotiated that Arbar were supposedly paying £15 million per year to Manchester City to be a sponsor, but apparently they were only paying around £3 million per year, with the remaining £12 million coming straight from the owner. Also, the Etihad Airways deal, there was supposedly £67.5 million paid straight from Etihad to Manchester City, but in the end it was found out that just £8 million were funded directly by Etihad, and the other 59.5 were funded by the owners. The club had disguised those cash investments to make the club seem more profitable than they actually were, and the amount of hidden money was about £127 million. But one of the more shocking facts from all this is that in the 2013-14 season, UEFA found some inflated sponsorship contracts from two clubs. I think we can all guess which two clubs: Manchester City and PSG. PSG at the time had signed a five-year contract worth around £190 million a year with the Qatar Tourism Authority, and after UEFA found its true value to be at around £2.5 million a year, with the same thing happening at Manchester City. But rather than accept the consequences, that would have been a huge fine and a ban from the Champions League, City actually threatened UEFA with legal action that could bankrupt them. And allegedly, City's chairman said that he would rather spend 30 million on the best 50 lawyers in the world to sue them for the next 10 years. So UEFA bent over backwards to accommodate City and PSG despite the breaches of the FFP, and gave them a small fine that the club's legal team found as a win for them. UEFA, as we have now known, don't want to take on the unlimited amounts of money that both royal families of Qatar and the United Arab Emirates have, because they know they can be destroyed by them. So what does all of this mean to Manchester City and to the future of football in general? Will Manchester City keep on winning and dominating English football for the next years, or will the bans start coming in? Personally, I don't think UEFA will do anything about it. UEFA are very greedy themselves, not the role model of a company. But if the owners don't get bored of it, I don't think this will ever stop. And it looks like Manchester City could be in for dominating the next couple of years. I want to know what you all think about the situation at Manchester City and PSG. I will also leave a link in the description down below for everyone that wants to check out the Spiegel's article on Manchester City and all their wrongdoings. Thank you all for watching this video, and goodbye.